In the world of combat sports, few names resonate as powerfully as Alexei Ignashov. Hailing from the Eastern European nation of Belarus, Ignashov has etched his name into the annals of kickboxing history through his incredible skill, determination, and unwavering spirit. A true titan of the ring, his journey from humble beginnings to becoming a global sensation is one that encapsulates the essence of dedication and triumph against all odds. Alexei Ignashov was born on July 7, 1978, in the city of Minsk, the capital of Belarus. Growing up in a country with a rich combat sports tradition, Ignashov was exposed to various forms of martial arts from a young age. However, it was kickboxing that captured his heart and ignited his passion. The young Ignashov was drawn to the sheer intensity of the sport, the art of combining powerful strikes with intricate techniques, and the undeniable allure of testing one's physical and mental limits. Despite the allure, Ignashov's beginnings were far from glamorous. He started training in a local gym under conditions that were far from optimal. The facilities were basic, the equipment limited, and resources scarce. But what Ignashov lacked in luxuries, he made up for with his determination and work ethic. He displayed an innate hunger for improvement and a willingness to put in the hours of grueling practice that kickboxing demanded. As Ignashov honed his skills, his talent began to shine through, catching the attention of local trainers and promoters. His aggressive fighting style, combined with his extraordinary power and precision, set him apart in a sport that demanded nothing less than perfection. Ignashov's climb through the ranks was meteoric, as he quickly established himself as a force to be reckoned with on the national and international kickboxing scenes. One of the most defining moments in Ignashov's early career was his victory at the K1 World Grand Prix in 2001. The K1 Grand Prix was considered the pinnacle of kickboxing tournaments, featuring the best fighters from around the world competing in a brutal single elimination format. Ignashov's triumph in this prestigious event catapulted him to global stardom and solidified his reputation as one of the most dominant fighters of his generation. For Ignashov, kickboxing wasn't merely a sport, it was an art form.
Ну, я бы тут сказал, что это большая гармония, это одно и другое. То есть у каждого.
His eyes sparkled with passion as he spoke of K1, a canvas where combatants painted their stories with every move. He marveled at the rhythmic dance of combat, comparing each strike to the stroke of a brush on the canvas of the ring. Just as a poet weaves words into verses, Ignashov saw fighters weaving their techniques into a beautiful composition of power, strategy, and fluidity.
Каждый человек личность, и каждый боксер, он тоже по-своему очень интересен, но
Nicknamed the Iron Fist, Ignashov's fighting style was characterized by his devastating punches, bone-crushing kicks, and unyielding determination. He had an uncanny ability to turn the tide of a match with a single strike, often leaving opponents sprawled on the canvas in disbelief. Ignashov's fights were spectacles, combining technical prowess with raw power, and his presence in the ring demanded the attention of fans and fellow fighters alike.
Но опять же таки я знаю, что вот такие вопросы мне часто задают. Не обязательно перед этим турниром вообще, уверен ли ты? Я уверен, но вы же сами понимаете, это же.
But Ignashov's success was not solely attributed to his physical prowess. Beneath the surface, there lay a fierce mental strength that enabled him to overcome challenges that would have broken lesser individuals. His unwavering self-belief, resilience in the face of adversity, and unrelenting work ethic that were cornerstones of his achievements. Like any journey of greatness, Ignashov's path was not without its share of challenges. Injuries, defeats, and personal struggles tested his resolve time and again. Yet, each setback served as a stepping stone for his comeback. Ignashov's ability to bounce back from adversity showcased his true character, endearing him to fans who saw not just a fighter, but a symbol of determination and perseverance. One of the most memorable comebacks in Ignashov's career came after a devastating injury that sidelined him for months. Many doubted whether he would be able to regain his former glory, but Ignashov's determination knew no bounds. Through rigorous rehabilitation and unyielding dedication, he returned to the ring stronger than ever, proving that setbacks were mere obstacles on his path to greatness. Ignashov's multifaceted persona was further illuminated by his leisure pursuits. He was not just a student, not just an athlete, he was a chess enthusiast and a lover of the wilderness. Chess, A game that demands strategic thinking and calculated moves, resonated with his intellectual nature. The 64 squares became a battleground of wits, much like the ring where he would face opponents. But Ignashov's connection with nature ran deeper than calculated moves on a chessboard. He sought solace in the wild, in the vast landscapes where the human footprint faded into insignificance. Hunting became his passage into the heart of the natural world. It was more than a sport. It was a lesson in patience, a communion with the primal instincts that lay dormant within us all. The skills honed in the wilderness, the ability to observe, anticipate, and adapt seamlessly flowed into his approach to kickboxing. Just as he tracked elusive prey through the forest, he tracked his opponent's movements in the ring, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. If you're liking this video so far, make sure to subscribe to the channel. As Ignashov's reputation grew within the kickboxing world, an unforeseen storm began to gather on the horizon. The shadows of legal troubles loomed over his accomplishments, threatening to obscure the beauty he saw in the ring. His involvement with a criminal organization cast a stark contrast to the nobility of combat sports. For someone who had spoken so lovingly about the symphony of combat, this intrusion of darkness must have felt like a discordant note in his life's composition. The clash between his artistic appreciation for the sport and the ominous clouds of legal issues marked a profound turning point in Ignashov's journey, one that would alter the trajectory of his life and career. On the 26th of June 2006, the crescendo of Ignashov's life fell into a deafening silence when he was arrested in Spain. The consequences of his choices reverberated as he faced the weight of a pivotal conviction. The man who had once eloquently described the harmonious beauty of K1 found himself entangled in a legal symphony of an entirely different kind. The courtroom became his stage, and the judgments passed upon him shattered the narrative of his rising star. On the 29th of March 2007, he was sentenced to 5 years in prison on the charges of organized crime and money laundering. The vivid imagery he once conjured, comparing fighters to brushstrokes and movements to melodies, now seemed like distant echoes. The reality of his actions replaced the poetic ideals that had guided his journey. His imprisonment not only closed a chapter of his life, but also cast a somber shadow on his contributions to the world of kickboxing. Some close sources say that he might be making a comeback in the rings where he once reigned. Alexei Ignashov's journey is a tapestry woven with threads of intellect, artistry, and passion for combat. His love for history, psychology, opera, and the intricacies of kickboxing painted a portrait of a Renaissance soul. Yet, like the dualities that make up any human, his strengths were also his vulnerabilities. His artistic appreciation for the beauty of K1 was juxtaposed against the ugliness of his legal troubles. Whose journey do you want to see next? Let us know in the comment section below. And don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Thanks for watching.